Ciao a tutti amici e bentornati sul mio canale, io sono Grace. Oggi continuiamo la nostra avventura con il quinto episodio di Ritorno al futuro. Dunque, nella puntata precedente siamo riusciti a raccogliere tutti gli oggetti che ci ha richiesto Trixie, tranne la pelliccia che dobbiamo recuperarla adesso. Dunque, lo smacchettatore è ottimo per rimuovere qualsiasi sostanza appiccicosa. Perché non lo provi su qualcosa? Hai già visto come funziona sull'olio per motori? Perché non lo provi sul petrolio che diventerà olio per motori? Uso lo smacchettatore sulla pelliccia di plastico di Hit Valley del passato. Dunque, quindi era questa qua, il Valley del passato.
Press button to experience Hill Valley's primeval past. Okay, if this dinosaur is called a Tanninosaurus, I'm gonna... Oh, whew.
Ok, proviamo a cliccare il bottone.
Times may be hard in Hill Valley, but our present worries fade into insignificance when we ponder our Pleistocene past. Is the wolf knocking at your door? Be glad he's not a Tyrannosaurus, king of the ancient lizards. And if you find yourself drowning in debt, well, you could be drowning in something a whole lot stickier, like the Hill Valley tar pits. This peek into the distant past is brought to you by Lamont's House of Urban, reminding you fur is forever.
Ok, quindi utilizziamo lo smacchiatore.
It's a good thing I did this before Emmett's 12-hour time limit, where the cleanser might have dissolved the fur. Let's slip out of those furs, shall we?
Perfetto. Quindi adesso abbiamo tutti gli oggetti da dare a Trixie.
Hi, Trix.
Oh, hiya, kiddo. Say, wouldn't it be easiest if I just march up to that Strickland dame and give her a smack in the puss?
Well, it would be fun to watch, but it wouldn't get her to break up with my friend Emmett.
Oh, right. You got all the props I asked for? The furs and the diamond? And your friend's photo album?
Not all of them yet, but I'm working on it.
Good. I'm itching to give Miss High and Mighty an eyeful.
Ok, allora diamogli gli oggetti.
Hey, Trixie. Are these furs good enough?
Well, they're a little ratty, but, they'll work. How about the diamond in the photo album?
I'll get them to you.
Ok, l'album fotografico.
I brought Emmett's photo album like you asked.
Let's see. Gee, he's not bad looking. In an egghead kind of way.
Remember, I don't want you seducing him for real.
I ain't a cradle robber, kiddo. Now bring me that diamond and we'll be in business.
E diamogli infine il diamante.
Voila!
Say, pretty snazzy for a phony rock. Gimme. Keep that up and I may take a real shine to ya.
I'd rather you take a fake shine to Emmett.
I'm working on it.
So, you got everything you need for your big scene?
Everything except for your friend.
Emmett Brown, redheaded guy about yay high. He'll be the one with Edna Strickland.
Not for long he won't.
Great.
Ok. Allora, vediamo cosa ci dicono. Cosa ha sulla durata del suo smacchiatutto? Ha parlato di un orario. Dopo 12 ore lo smacchiatutto decade in enzimi mangiabili. Peccato che non hai 12 ore. O ce le hai? Che succede ogni volta che il cittadino Brown prova la DeLorean? Metti lo smacchiatutto nella DeLorean e di al cittadino Brown che è pronta per la prova. Ok, quindi andiamo da Doc. Nascondiamo lo smacchiatutto. Perfetto.
It'll be safe in there. Doc said to tell him when the light on his diagnostic thingy went green. Hey, the light's green. That means Doc could take the DeLorean out again.
Ok, quindi andiamo a dire a Doc che la macchina è pronta per fare un viaggio.
I
perché
see.
la luce
Hey,
verde...
Doc. I mean, Mr. Sagan.
Excuse me a moment, Miss Strickland. I've got her neutralized for the moment. How's the plan proceeding on your end?
la luce verde.
About that gizmo you've got hooked up to the DeLorean?
The chronometric analyzer?
Yeah, the light's gone green.
Wonderful. If the systems check out, I should be able to take it for another test run. I've got to run a short errand, Miss Strickland. I suggest you think about what I've been saying.
Oh, I will.
When did you land this time?
9 hours and 37 minutes ago.
Ouch.
Frankly, it started to get a little difficult to avoid running into myself. Still, the time jump yielded some interesting new data on the flux field. I'll run some more tests and we'll see what we find.
Ok. Vediamo un po'. Ha invecchiato un po' lo smacchetutto DM, ma deve invecchiare 12 ore. Infatti noi abbiamo invecchiato 9 ore e mezza. Mettilo nell'olio e dare cittadino bravo e ora di un'altra prova. Ok, quindi
Doc's
raccattiamo
trip aged the formula a few hours. Not enough to turn it to acid, though.
e rimettiamola dentro. Ok, controlliamo se la lucina
no
è
green light yet.
rossa. E questo l'abbiamo fatto, però la lucina è rossa.
I need to talk to you.
Excuse me, my dear. Yes?
La luce non è ancora verde.
About that gizmo you've got hooked up to the DeLorean?
The chronometric analyzer?
Yeah, the light's still red.
The analysis can take a while. Be sure to let me know when the light turns green, and I'll take her out for another test run.
Ok. Dobbiamo aspettare che diventa verde la lucina.
Nope, no green light yet.
E altre cose che possiamo fare nel frattempo, possiamo parlare con lui, vedere un po'
Hey,
cosa
Artie.
ci dice.
Hey, Mr. G-Man. How's the, undercover operation?
If everything goes as planned, we should be wrapping things up real soon now.
Well, when it's time for me to play my part, just say the word.
You haven't met Sylvia yet, have you?
My contact person? Not yet. Is he or she at the expo?
I don't think so, and I'm pretty sure it'll be a she. Keep your eyes open for Sylvia.
What should I do when I meet her?
Just let nature take its course. Keep doing what you're doing, Grandpa.
Grandpa?
That's our, code name for you.
Oh, ha! Funny.
Controlliamo la lucina se è cambiato colore.
Hey, the light's
Sì,
green.
perfetto. Allora andiamo a dirglielo ad Doc, così fa un altro viaggetto, invecchia lo
I need to
smacchiatore.
talk to you.
Excuse me, my dear.
Not at all, Mr. Sagan. Take your time.
Much obliged, Miss Strickland. Yes?
La luce è verde.
Chronometer's gone green again.
Excellent. Let's hope this time my test run is a success. I'm sorry to desert you again.
Yes, well, you've left me with plenty to think about.
Any luck this time?
Depends what you mean by luck. My arrival time was off again.
By how much?
8 hours this time. Gave me the chance to take in 3 showings of Frankenstein. Good movie. A bit implausible from a scientific perspective, but I can see how my younger self would have been mesmerized.
What about the DeLorean?
Oh, yes. I did get one critical piece of information. The chromium elements in my circuits became unstable during the temporal shift. I should replace them with titanium.
Great.
Now, unfortunately, titanium won't become commercially available till the Kroll process is perfected in 9 years.
9 years?
But there may be another solution. I'm going to fire up the chronometric analyzer again. Then, while I'm stalling Edna, you can... Uh-oh. Where'd Edna go?
The lab.
Ah! You better get down there before she makes the situation impossible. I'll tend to the DeLorean.
Ok, quindi dobbiamo tornare.
Age to perfection.
Dobbiamo tornare al laboratorio.
Hey, Emmett, I'm back.
Oh my!
You know, I thought you were coming down here to keep Emmett focused on his invention.
Oh, she is. But she's generously scheduled brief canoodling breaks every 45 minutes to keep my mind fresh.
Time's up, dear. Let's get back to work.
Shall we?
Now, Mr. Corleone, what can I do for you?
Dunque, devo parlare con Emmett. Carl Sagan devo parlare con Emmett.
Can I talk to Emmett? It's kind of important.
It'll have to wait until later. Emmett's got a lot to do before the expo opens. Isn't that right, darling?
You know it, Schnookums.
Schnookums?
You can talk to him later.
Marmottina. Carl Sagan le vuole
Mr.
parlare.
Sagan says he needs to talk to you back at the high school.
He does? Whatever for?
Delle sue invenzioni, parlare della sua fuga. Prima ho visto che parlavano di invenzioni, quindi è tratto dell'Expo e della
He
sua
says he wants to
invenzione.
give you an interview about his invention.
One of those tedious cars of the future? That can wait. I've got to keep Emmett focused on his invention.
Vuole parlare della sua fuga di Kid
He wants to
Sun.
give you the scoop about his thrilling escape from Kid Tannen.
That's yesterday's news. Our invention will be tomorrow's story.
Ha una pista sul piromane del bar
He
del...
says he's
del
got a
bar del-
lead on the speakeasy arsonist.
He does he? Well, I'm not sure anyone cares about that old story anymore. But I suppose I could spare a few minutes in the service of solving a crime. Will you be all right without me, sweetheart?
It'll be tough, but I think I'll muddle through.
Try to keep him focused. He's so easily distracted.
Don't I wish?
Ok, adesso una volta che siamo qua, vediamo un po' cosa ci dice. Ma che tutto è enzimi, quello potrebbe rovinare il suo vestito. Dirigiti al laboratorio di M e usa gli enzimi su di lui. Quindi...
There it is. I've been looking all over for my portable anti-stick, anti-stain formula. Where'd you find it?
Out by the trash?
That's strange. I haven't been out there for hours. Oh well.
Are you gonna spray your jacket? It's looking a little dusty.
Not until it's really dirty. This cleanser doesn't grow on trees, you know. Well, some of the ingredients grow on trees, but the rest are synthesized polycarbonate
Really
detergent
dirty?
blends.
I can do that. I'll wait until you're at the expo to show Edna what a suit-destroying slob you can be.
Well, that's about it.
It is?
Yep. As soon as I get all this stuff loaded into the truck, I'll be ready for the expo. Want to lend me a hand?
How about I go tell Edna you're coming? I'll, get her ready for you to pop the question.
Good thinking. Go on ahead. I'll meet you there.
I really hope this works.
Ok, quindi abbiamo architettato tutto alla perfezione. Dobbiamo attendere il suo arrivo.
Marty!
Doc!
Cos'è tutto questo trambusto? Che ore sono? Dov'è Edna? Cos'è tutto questo
What's
trambusto?
all the hustle and bustle?
It's almost time for the opening ceremony.
Holy jeez, I better work fast. I think I got it all worked out. When it all comes together, Edna will think you're the worst guy in town. I just need a couple more pieces.
Well, don't go to too much trouble.
What do you mean? Oh,
Hai aggiustato la DeLorean, ti sei fatto mollare da Anne, hai pensato a un modo più facile, hai aggiustato la
You
DeLorean.
got the time circuits fixed.
Not exactly. You see, I've been mulling things over, and in the timeline you're from,
The right timeline.
yes, I've got a wife.
A great wife. Clara, and kids, and a dog. And a bitchin' time train. And
And Edna? How does her story turn
Come va a
out?
finire
How
la tua
does she
storia,
end up?
come sta?
oh, well, Edna ends up
Dunque, Sole triste, se diciamo così, magari lui ha dei ripensamenti. Felice pagata, meglio non sapere. Felice da pagata.
she's doing great. She's got a full life, lots of friends, always busy.
She's got a fellow?
Sure, lots of them.
Lots of them. She's a tramp?
È una
No,
prostituta.
what I meant to say was,
Let's start over. How does Edna end up?
Meglio non
you're not
saperlo,
really
dai.
supposed to know these things in advance. It's bad luck.
But you told me how my story turns out.
Yeah,
And
but
it's not as if I'll be in a position to do anything about it once my younger counterpart's destiny has shifted. I imagine I'll be folded into the new timeline, and I'll probably lose all memory of the old one.
maybe.
So tell me, just to satisfy my curiosity, what's going to become of Edna?
È proprio curioso, eh? Dobbiamo per forza dirgli, Sole triste.
To be honest, she ends up kinda sad.
Sad?
She lives with some cats in a dinky little apartment, and she spends most of her time yelling out her window at people, and collecting newspapers, and living in the past.
I see. Perhaps we've been going about this problem the wrong way. Do we really have to completely obliterate my timeline so we can restore yours?
Doc?
Maybe we could have the best of both worlds. I could be with Edna, but it could be a little bit, you know, more healthy.
Can you hear yourself? Do you know what you're saying? Let me remind you.
Hai trasformato il Valerie in uno stato di polizia. Ti ha trasformato in un burattino, hai tentato di fare il lavaggio... Ha tentato... ha trasformato... di farti il lavaggio del cervello. Il
It
Valerie...
was her influence that led you to take over Hill Valley and turn it into this nightmare state.
Come now, it wasn't as bad as all that. The crime rate was low, and the uniforms were nice.
I don't believe this!
All I'm saying is, let's stop and take a breath. This elaborate plan to derail my younger self's love life, is the short-term misery worth the long-term gain? Maybe we can find a third way. One where everybody wins. What do you think?
Non va bene, no? Non posso, non va bene.
No! I'm sorry, Doc. I can't go along with what you're saying. You don't belong with Edna.
So you're determined to break us up, in spite of my stated wishes.
Basically, yeah.
Then there's nothing left to say.
Where are you going?
Why should it matter to you? Aren't you planning on overriding me?
È impazzito, Doc. È impazzito. Allora, vediamo un po' cosa ci dice. Ora che Emmet è arrivato all'Expo è ora di far partire l'effetto domino. C'è solo un elemento del tuo piano che puoi controllare ora. Usa l'olio per motore su Emmet per macchiargli il vestito. E così sarà fatto.
Hey, Emmett, what's keeping you?
Oh, hello, Michael. I guess I've got a mild case of stage fright. I'm about to play my big scene, you know? No telling how Edna's gonna react.
You've, got something on your suit.
Oh, so I have. Anti-stain formula, work your magic.
Perfetto.
Emmett!
Just in the nick of time. Step back now. We're gonna need a little space here.
Oh, aren't you a vision? Like something that descended from the heavens.
Yes, I'm feeling a bit elevated at the moment. There's something I've just gotta ask you.
Wait, your tie's a bit crooked.
I've been holding it inside for weeks now, and I've simply gotta get it off my chest.
Oh,
Uh-oh.
my
Perfetto.
grandfather's suit!
My formula.
Oh.
Look! Turn your head. I'll be right back, and we can try this all over again.
Emmett Lathrop Brown!
Huh?
Trixie Trotter, how do you know this woman?
I don't. I mean, I listened to some of her records, and I may have taken a picture or two of her, but I...
Go on! Deny to the world that you know me. Perhaps it is true, but I know you all too well.
What is going on here?
Grande
You rich
Trixie.
boys are all alike. You think material possessions can compensate for a broken heart. Well, you can take back your furs and take back this gaudy diamond
Ouch.
too. I don't need your expensive presents. I need you. And more importantly, little Emmett Jr. needs you.
Well,
Edna, I...
don't Edna me. Apparently you are not the man I took you for.
But I am, see? The mental alignment meter proves it. I am the man you fell in love with.
Let me see that card. I should have
Criminale.
known. A degenerate criminal.
What?
Get out of my sight! I never want to see you again!
That was rough, Emmett. I'm sorry you had to go through it, but things are gonna be okay. You and me can... Emmett?
That went off great, huh?
Yeah. Maybe too great.
Eccellente, direi. Il nostro piano ha funzionato alla perfezione.
Emmett! Emmett!
Go away.
Come on! Where are you? I'm sorry you had to go through that scene at the expo. Things didn't work out the way you expected, but everything's gonna turn out okay. See, I know how this story turns out, and...
The story is over.
Non si vorrà mica ammazzare. Non fare il pazzo. Ascolta.
Listen to me, Emmett. Do exactly as I say. Don't do anything.
Why not? Listening to you has worked out so well for me thus far. They say I'm crazy, got no sense, but I don't care. They may or may not mean offense, but I don't care.
Stop!
Whoa. What are you doing up here?
Don't jump!
I wasn't gonna jump.
Then what do
This
you...
is where I come when I want to think.
Oh.
When I want to be alone.
Oh.
Ok amici, io direi che il nostro quinto episodio di Ritorno al futuro finisce qui. Spero che la nostra avventura vi stia piacendo. Se non siete iscritti al canale iscrivetevi, se vi è piaciuto il filmato lasciate un bel like. Vi ringrazio per avermi seguito, ci vediamo con il prossimo gameplay. Un saluto a tutti da GraceGamer78.